kind.
God, I was being respectful. Oh, I'm doing the one earphone thing. All right.
What? Oh, it's all fucked up?
It's just... Dude, oh, God.
I know, it's all...
Oh, there. Oh, good.
Okay. We're gonna use this later. Dude, you look good over there in that chair. Better than the camping chair.
Did I bring that back last time? Or is it still here?
I don't know. I think I packed it up. I think it's here. I think it's downstairs.
Cool, I'll take that when I leave.
I kind of need the camping chair.
I need the snake plant. It's purifying.
I started carrying it around with me everywhere. I just walk around the town with my snake plant.
Better bit is you're in the garden section. Like, hey, you got to pay for that. No, this is mine. I brought this.
This is how I talk to people now. So all of my air.
I like the bit of you being in the garden section though. So you have to pay for that. No, I brought this from home.
Yeah,
it's bring your own plant day.
Yeah, no, I want to see if it gets along with the other plants.
It'll purify the other plant's bad energy.
Mm-hmm. Fuck me. These fucking hippies and their plants, dude. It all comes back to this fucking plant.
It's always the plant. You're so far away.
Are we? Am I?
I'm usually over there, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess. So we'll dress the elephant in the room. We have Nick Cage here live in studio. Well, in spirit.
It's the best.
But it is very distracting.
So is Kramer.
I mean, Nick Cage is...
It's better, yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be able to keep it up year round. This is probably just going to be a when the podcast is happening. I'm going to have to take it up and take it down. Because I don't know if
that's understandable.
I don't know if I can come in every day and see Nick Cage going...
You'll start your day off with funny.
Yeah. I was struggling to find a place to put it because I wanted it to be obviously
in camera,
in shot. But like anywhere you put it's like, hey, it's just gonna be distracting. Like no matter what. I was like, maybe I could make it subtle and like put it over here. And then I was like, yeah, but then you're not gonna see it.
Yeah. It's the only place I can go, really.
Pretty much. Or right there, but I thought it was funnier with you since you bought it, so you can have it.
It's for us.
It's for us. So thanks. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So it's been like,
I don't know.
How long?
I don't know.
How old is your daughter that you now have?
Almost 3 months.
So it's been about 3 months.
Yeah, a little longer because we stopped like right before, I guess. Well,
it might be like 2 months. It might be like 2 months and like a week.
Yeah, probably around there.
Yeah, because when is her birthday?
18th.
Yeah, so I think we stopped recording like the weekend before, and it's now the 28th of January. So
yeah, because I remember the last one we recorded, we talked about the due date being that Wednesday, and then we had her on Thursday.
Yeah.
So I think we recorded that weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, she was ready to pop.
Yeah.
So let's back up. Let's give the people what they want. Let's get a recap. We're going to get a full recap of both of our lives in the last 2 months because we're so interesting.
Mine only has one event, so.
So we'll start with yours. You are a dad now.
Yeah, that's it.
How is that?
It's fun. It's tiring, but it's fun. More tiring for her, though. I don't have to wake up to feed, so.
I mean, you could try. I don't know how successful it'll be.
I'm going to go with minimal success. Not no success.
Not none. Just not a lot.
Enough.
Not enough.
Yeah. It's she's rolling over now from stomach to back. Not the other way yet. Apparently that's harder. She's supposed to be laughing pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although that's what I've been like waiting for. Like I want to hear a giggle. Mm-hmm. And Emily just texted me like I pulled in. It's like she totally just giggled in her sleep. I was like, you motherfucker.
No, she didn't.
I also she's rolled over like 100 times, and I've yet to see it in person.
This kid's already playing favorites. Dude.
I know.
You got to put this kid in line.
Look, that kid only poops on me.
Oh,
like if I'm holding her. So if she wants to poop,
just hand her over to dad.
But like, if you're backed up, like I could play all the cards here. You don't get to poop today.
Sorry. So is it I mean, not that you had any way to know what it was going to be like. Were you like prepared well enough for it, or is it like shockingly like, oh shit? Is there any like one or two things that are like, I did not expect this much of this, or not as much of this, or whatever?
Laundry. We do laundry probably like once a day now, like full loads.
Like with yours, Emily's, and the babies.
Because she spits up on everything. She shits on everything. Like we've watched we've had her for 2 months.
Yeah.
We've probably like washed the sheets like 10 times.
Oh my God. Just from poop and pee.
Yup. And spit up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a lot. I know you sent me a Snapchat once that there were a bunch of poop on the wall.
Oh, that was a fun moment.
I think I just would return the baby at that point. Just be like, you know what? This was fun.
Well, it wasn't that bad because one, Emily was already cleaning it. Because let's back up. What had happened was Emily was already changing her. Apparently, she wasn't finished, and she just gave a little and all over the wall. Pictures, white dresser. Pretty funny though.
Yeah, I guess it's funny.
But there was another time where I was just holding her and she was asleep, like laying on my chest, and some of the liquid poop just kind of seeped out of the diaper and all over my shirt. So
what are these diaper companies doing? They need to
look, dude.
Do you need duct tape
she was
the
tiny
child?
when she came out, so like the newborns were like kind of big on her, and now she's in like the 3 to 6 month diaper, some shit. I don't know how the sizes work. They go from smaller to bigger. She's like in between sizes now. So she's wearing like 3-month pants, but like 6-month like onesies.
What kind of math is that?
Well, her torso, she's got Emily's torso. She's all torso.
Oh. She's got short little legs.
Yeah.
She's a baby, so. Yeah, what's wrong with her legs? She's 3 months. Yeah, they're small. Make them bigger.
Bigger this way.
Bigger this way. So is the lack of sleep recent, or is it?
Yeah, for me, it's more recent. For Emily, it's been constant.
Yeah.
Mainly because before I wasn't really waking up at all throughout the night unless Emily like woke me up.
You're like, this shit's easy. Why are you making it so fucking difficult?
God,
this is so easy.
Who complains?
Can you quiet that baby? I'm trying to sleep.
Like, it's like the other day. So why I wake up more now is because she had to have surgery for these like lip tie, tongue tie things, whatever. It's beside the point. So we have to wake her up every 4 hours to do these stretches. I've already told you about this. But I was like saying like, man, it's going to suck. We have to wake up every 4 hours. And I was like, you motherfucker, I wake up every hour and a half to feed the fucking kid. I'm like, oh my God, you do? Like, fuck.
Our kid? This one?
Yeah, so now I'm getting a little less sleep than I was.
Well,
Emily's getting about the same, so.
So a whole lot of parenting yet? Have you had to discipline the kid? Just kidding.
Well, I make her just like lay in the corner. She can't go anywhere, so she doesn't have a choice. No, the more disciplining has been the fucking dog.
I heard about the dog.
The dog is not our favorite being in the house right now.
Is it since the baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's super jealous, super clingy, always in the fucking way. It doesn't help that I've been telling Emily for like 3 years not to let the dog on the bed and the couch, and now the dog wants to sleep on the bed, but like the baby's in the bed, so if the dog's in the bed, the dog could kill the baby, so like get off the fucking bed. So every day like 2 a.m. she like hops in the bed and like get off, and then she gets down for like 30 minutes and hops back up and get off.
Just an added...
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, just an added thing.
And then I've been like getting mad at her, like yelling at her, so she's afraid of me now. So then I say, get on your bed, and she runs downstairs. Like,
classic dad move.
That works too.
Angry dad, dude. Just the guy.
Just with the dog, though.
Yelling at the dog.
Yeah. All right, your turn.
My turn. So that's it. That's all you got from 2.5 months.
Like I said, one event has happened.
Okay. This is your only opportunity to tell stories.
Hey, look, I'll be a listener for the rest of the pod. I don't care.
So we went to Hawaii for New Year's.
Next.
Yeah, that sounds fucking boring. Next.
Yeah, everyone's been to Hawaii. We get it. Their son.
You had a kid, dude. Everybody has kids. Like you're
you?
not special.
Do you?
No. But
you haven't
been to Hawaii. So.
But I've been in the sun.
But I know
and
what
the beach.
But I know what Hawaii is.
You don't know what a kid is.
Never seen a kid. So I went to Hawaii for New Year's, and we got COVID, Andrea and I.
I've heard that's the best way to go to Hawaii.
It's, if you really want a full experience of like inside your condo room for like an entire day, and then just in a COVID fog the entire trip, like that's definitely the best way.
Good thing is you paid for the room, so you got your use out of it.
Definitely. For sure. And sweated buckets into those sheets and beds. And
Oh, it's okay. They were used the same day or the next day.
yeah. So, yeah, we all went. So it was me, Andrea, my sister, her boyfriend, Fallon, my mom, and my grandma. So there was 7 of us in this condo. Everybody got COVID except for my sister and my dad. But we all... So, I don't know. I don't want to make this some long, drawn-out fucking story. But, like, we basically got tested when we got back. But I knew that Andrea and I definitely had something on New Year's Eve because I was not feeling great, and then she started not feeling great. Do not recommend getting it. Fucking sucks. Glad we were vaccinated because, like, the worst of it was, like, whatever day New Year's Eve was. Like, so New Year's Eve is the 30th. Like, from, like, or 31st. So from, like, the 30th till, like, the 1st. From like the end of the 30th to like half day of the 1st.
We'll say around 48 hours.
Yeah, I guess 2 full days of just feeling like shit and like just typical fever symptoms. I had a weird earache at one point, which made
you told me about that.
No fucking sense. I've never had an earache this bad. Like I was just laying in bed, obviously still feeling like shit and like doing this cool sweating fucking buckets and then being freezing fucking cold, like just back and forth, could not regulate a temperature. And then my ear started to hurt like a fucking bitch. And it like hurt to touch my ear. Never had that happen. Took Advil, went away. So I don't know. And so
here's what I'm getting. Advil cures COVID.
That's basically, look, don't print it, but like just write it in pencil.
We'll name that. That's the name of this episode.
I'm already pitching to Pfizer. Like,
have you guys tried Advil?
Yeah, or just Advil or Tylenol. Actually, we've been taking Tylenol.
Tylenol's bad.
So yeah, that was the trip. We still had a great time. Because we knew we were sick, we weren't doing a ton of stuff with other people, like outside of our group.
Right.
And of course, my grandma is old. And she had a nasty cough going into it, but like, you know how old people just
have things,
fucking coughs, and you're like, this must just be like old person cough.
This is like 70 plus cough.
So like, I don't know who got it first, but I was the one to first feel sick. So like, I call myself patient 0, and then I fucking gave it to everybody else. But who knows? My grandma could have had it and then like gave it to us. Who fucking knows?
But to her, coughing is not feeling sick. That's just feeling normal.
I guess, right? Like, I'm not 73 years old, so I don't fucking know what normal is at 73. Like, shit just starts to... your body just starts to just shut down, dude. It's like an old truck, man. It's like...
it's like an old Chevy.
It's like, it'll run, but the AC don't fucking work. Like...
You can fix that.
You... maybe. With some Advil or Tylenol. So... I guess the highlights of the trip... sitting on the beach, because we were kind of sick. And... just sitting on the beach... we saw sea turtles in the wild on the beach. That was fucking sick. Like,
tell me, did anybody cannibal holocaust these things?
I tried. No, so we saw them. It's funny. So like where we were, like our little resort, not a resort. It's a big condo complex. They have like a little like privatized beach thing where like there's a bunch of rocks to like break the waves and shit, right? And so we're like sitting there, and I'm like, those rocks look really big, but like, I don't know. I'm not a rock guy.
You're not?
Not a geologist. So like, I don't fucking know. But they just look different, right? And there was 2 big ones, right?
They started moving, and you're like, oh god, this shit is weird.
They didn't start moving. But there was like kind of other people walking over. And there was like, oh, those must be some turtles. And so we walk over there, and these things are like this fucking big, dude. Like, I'm not joking.
They're like 100 years old.
They were fucking massive, and they weren't like the classic, like. Sea turtles that you see in fucking movies with
Crush.
Like, yes, with like the gorgeous looking shell. Like, these turtles had been through some shit, and I think there were some different kinds
like
of
100 years old,
dude. And they were so much bigger than I thought, and they were awesome to see in the wild. Like, one of the coolest animals I've ever seen, like in the wild. They weren't doing anything; they were sitting there. But that was cool. So we saw them twice. 2 separate times we went down there. They were down there. But of course, there was this fucking family, like this bitch trying to get selfies with it. Like just being a dumbass. And of course, we're all watching on the beach. And then there was some lady behind us that was like a local, clearly. And she was getting pissed, which was fine. We were all cool with this lady just like getting drifted out to sea and dying while she's trying to like get clout on her fucking Facebook MAGA team because she saw a fucking turtle, like, and she's getting the kids close to the turtles. Didn't touch the turtles, just got a little too close, right? You don't need to get this close to the turtle. I'm 6 feet away from maybe, okay, we're actually farther than 6 feet. We're like 10 feet away from a turtle. I don't need to be 2 feet away from a turtle. I know what the fuck is going on. So she's a dumbass. They fucking got her out of there. So that was good. We drove to Hana, and Hana is like ever heard road to Hana? I don't know. It's like a buzzword in Hawaii. People just go, oh, you got to do the road to Hana. I still don't know if the road to Hana
is that like Yosemite to California?
The road to Hana, I didn't know if the road to Hana was a hike. I didn't know if Hana was real. I didn't know if Hana was just like a figment. Like, but apparently the road to Hana is like you drive all the way around the island to Hana, but Hana is like a national park. And there's a bunch of shit out there, obviously, but to get out there is 3 hours of like switchbacks.
Oh, your favorite.
My favorite. And of course, we're in COVID fog, like peak COVID fog. Like Andrea's like, my skin is crawling. I can't even have the air on me. And I'm like, I don't even know how I'm getting through this right now.
I don't even know where we're at.
I don't. But the drive was fucking awesome because where we stayed in Kihei is like not tropical. Like obviously it's Hawaii, it's still tropical. But the other side of the island is like this
jungle and shit.
Jungle, and it was fucking sick.
Like Lost.
So, yes. So that was cool. We stopped and took the drone out there, got some okay shots because I was in COVID fog, and that's a real thing. I don't really remember doing it. But the pictures came out okay, and then we get to Hana, still in COVID fog. And we do 2 hikes. Well, we really do one, because you hike to this like waterfall. And it was cool. Like, it was cool. It was worth it. The drive fucking sucked to then drive 3 hours back on like these windy ass roads, and we're in a truck. We're not in like not even like an SUV. We're in a fucking 4-door pickup truck on these like tiny ass roads. And apparently, so there isn't a road that goes all the way around the island. It's like
there's a start and a stop.
It's literally like, here's Hana, here's where we stayed, and you got to drive all the way around.
God.
Technically, there's a road that goes from, like, if you drove all the way here, that goes from Hana to like here, but it's like, it's the cuts. Like, I watched videos on YouTube. They like don't suggest taking it unless it's like the perfect weather. Like, you got the perfect car, which we had a truck, so I was like, maybe I'll do it. And it cuts out like 50 minutes of the trip. We ended up not doing that because I asked the lady, I was like, hey, what do you think about taking Hana back this other way? And she was like, yeah, we don't recommend it. And I'm like, fuck you. What do you know you're talking about? And then we ended up not doing it anyway. What do you live here? So
no, that
was pretty sick. Yeah, Hawaii's dope.
Seems cool. I've never been.
It's cool.
It's not, everyone's like, oh, you gotta go. Like, it's not like a bucket list place for me.
I think you should go there once.
Yeah, I'll probably go there one time in my life eventually, but there's other places I want to go first.
Yeah,
like a lot of other places.
Yeah, we'll probably go back just because my parents apparently they really like to go there. I mean, it is pretty sick.
I can imagine it being hard to not have a good time there.
Exactly. It's like, cool, we're stuck in the condo. Kind of sucks, but like, okay, let's just walk down to the fucking beach. Yeah. It's gorgeous weather. It's December, and I'm getting a tan. Like, this is not the worst thing. And I saw some fucking sea turtles.
Didn't get too close, though.
Not too... Well, I did. Like, I brought it home. It's dead.
Kevin. I am immensely proud of what I did for that turtle.
So yeah, but getting COVID there just kind of put a damper on the entire trip. But it was fine. And we're out of COVID fog. So that's good. We're all good now.
It is good.
I told the story about me losing my drone. However,
there's another drone story.
I did not tell the story about me slicing up my hand on my new drone. So I will wrap this up with a bow, the drone story. Fully
full circle.
So my new drone comes and sits in the box for like 2 days, and I'm like, cool, I really want to take this one out because it's fucking brand new, and I'm about to go to Hawaii in like 3 weeks. Like I should know how to use it. I should know how to fly it. And so I go to take it out, and what I usually do is I just kind of drive around until I find a place, and I'm like, okay, the sun's about to set, like I just got to take this thing off. So I kind of just get off the freeway. There's like a fucking road where there's nobody on it. So I'm out there and I'm getting ready to take it off. And like, I usually have a landing pad. Of course, I forgot it because I'm an idiot. So there's like where I'm about to take it off, there's like some loose dirt and shit, right? My last drone that I had, I took it off on some loose gravel and it like kind of kicked up and like chipped the bottom of the camera. It didn't affect the camera, but I'm like, yeah, I just got this brand new. Why even risk it? So I had like a long sleeve on. So I took it off and I set it on the ground and I kind of pulled it tight on the corners, put like a rock here and like my water bottle here and like another rock here. I didn't have 4 rocks to secure all 4 corners, which is what we're getting to. I go to take the drone off. The other corner catches the propeller, right? So now it's like getting caught up in the fucking propeller.
Which is almost worse.
I go to reach down and grab the drone to take it out of the propeller. The propellers are still spinning as I'm grabbing it. So I grab it, it fucking like cuts my fingers. I mean, this thing is not a small drone. It is a fucking flying thing. It's like and it cut up my fingers. It's real. So now this thing is trying to fly away as I'm holding it. Like I'm now fighting against this thing and I'm watching all this blood run down from my finger into my drone, like onto my drone. The power button for it is on the top, right? So I'm holding it and I'm like, oh fuck, and my hand hurts like a bitch, obviously. I'm like freaking out because I'm like, I don't want to let this thing go because I don't know where it's going to go. I'm assuming it probably would have just hovered. I didn't know. I'd never flown this thing before. So I'm sitting there, I'm holding it, and then I like somehow reach and like grab it because the propellers spin here, and I'm like grabbing it, and then I'm like turn it off, and then I set my drone down, and my fingers are just bleeding like fucking
like way too much,
like fucking crazy, right? So at first I thought it was just this one finger. So I grabbed the long sleeve, wrap up my hand, hurts like a bitch, and then I put my drone, and of course, not only is my hand bleeding, I have this very expensive piece of equipment that has just chopped the fuck out of my hand, has blood all over it, and I'm like trying to be gentle with that. I can't just like throw it in the fucking car and let's drive home. Like I'm like, okay, ow, okay, oh fuck, okay. So then, long story short, I get home, I open my hand, or I call Andrea, and I'm like, hey, just a heads up, I cut my finger on the drone. And she was taking a nap, which, side story, it was like 6 o'clock. I don't know who takes a nap. Yeah, PM. So she's just taking a quick power nap before bed. So she's like, okay. She comes downstairs with a napkin. Like one, like... And I'm like, that's not going to do anything. So I get over the thing and I'm like, I don't know what this is going to look like. And I like have it wrapped up and she's like, I don't know. She doesn't do well with blood. She'll faint if she sees too much blood or smells it or whatever. And I'm like kind of the same way, but also, I don't know. I haven't seen this much blood. Open my finger. It's this side of my finger has like 14 or 15 just fucking like deep-ish cuts. And then this one here has got some pretty gnarly ones too. And I didn't realize this one had been cut when I actually cut it the first time. And I was like, oh fuck, that's a lot of blood. Now I couldn't see bone. It wasn't like disgusting, but like it was bleeding like a mother. I've never seen that.
You're like, okay, this might be an issue.
I've never seen this much blood ever. And so I like got it in the sink and we're like cleaning it, whatever. I don't go to the doctor because we were talking about it. I don't think they wouldn't have been able to stitch at least this one up because all those things were too close to each other. And then this one, I guess maybe could have gotten stitches, but now I definitely have permanent nerve damage in my finger. I'm numb right here. Totally numb. Can't feel anything on this little part of my finger, so that's good. Yeah, so that's the new drone story. Let's fast forward to this morning. I almost flew it into another fucking tree.
Oh my god.
Apparently...
Do we need to revoke your drone pilot's license?
Dude, apparently my stupidity has no boundaries. Just like...
No, the boundary is trees.
The boundary is like, oh, this happened once. Let's just try it again.
Maybe this time we'll be able to cut the tree down.
So like this one was like pure just I'm an idiot. So I'm flying it. It's like, hey, come home. And I'm like, fuck you. It's not going to take me 5 minutes to get home. Guess what? It was going to take me 5 minutes to get home. I didn't realize how fucking far away from this thing I was. And so I'm like finishing up the shot that I'm getting because I'm like, oh yeah, the lighting's good. Cause like apparently I'm a professional fucking photographer and I like have to get this shot. I'm not at all. And like, I'm flying it, or I hit come home, and then it's like forced landing, and I'm like, this is not a good thing to pop up when it's not right in front of me. And so I start to fucking panic. It's just over trees, and I'm like, fuck, like what the fuck? And like it's coming down, and like you can kind of move it side to side as it comes down, right? Even though it's a forceful landing. Luckily, it was near a road, like a dirt road that I had been on. Landed it on the dirt road. I threw all my shit in the car. And then I'm like driving to get it. I'm driving in the wrong direction for a good like 3.5 minutes, just hauling ass on this dirt road. And I'm like looking on the map and I'm like, fuck, it's the other way. So then I like turn around on this. I mean, this I do like a fucking
Austin, just running like, over it.
Austin Powers turn like on like a cliff, dude. And I got it. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to do. The drone just has only caused me problems. But I got some good shots.
You've got some good shots.
I got some really sick shots today. So that's cool.
You're going to send me some of those, right? So I can do my thing.
I took more video today. But
oh my God, you just keep letting me down.
I'm sorry. So yeah, today excuse me. Yeah.
Juicy.
Yeah, almost flying it into another tree would have just I was by myself and I was like it was coming down. I was like, fuck you. No, like out loud. Like, what are you doing? I can't do this again. This can't fucking happen again.
Someone walking by is like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, luckily, there's nobody out there.
That you know of.
No, there's nobody.
Except for the homeless guy that's following you with a stick.
Yeah. It's up in Weimar.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I used to play basketball up there.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a Weimar University. Mm-hmm. What is that? Is that
There's a Weimar Elementary School, too, and a Weimar High School.
What's that Weimar? Not a university. It's not a college. You can't go to college in Weimar. Maybe.
Dude, I go to college in my living room.
That's true. So yeah.
My last class of that too.
Wow.
I know. Apparently I'll be educated after this.
Do you think it's working out? You think like over under, like you think you're gonna be more educated or the same? Or less?
I'm much better at bullshitting.
I'd say that's smarter. That's a skill. That's a skill.
I haven't read a lick of any of the content.
A lick, huh?
Not a lick.
Yeah, dude. You've been fixing to read or what, dude?
Well, look, this is...
lick.
Here's how you do it. Here's how you beat school.
Let's do it for the 6 people that are listening.
All these online classes are discussions.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a question. Respond in 175 words. All right, let's look at what all these people said. And let's take the best and reword them. Let's add a few extra words. Submit.
What's an extra word? Give me one extra word. The, especially, in addition.
That's 2. Consequentially.
Inconsequentially. That's a big word. That could take up like a whole sentence.
Are you kidding me? Or do you have a letter count or 175 characters?
It's like jack up the font. It's like...
Yeah.
Well, we just wrapped up our last 2 months and I thought I told a long story. So, like 5 minutes. I don't know how long it's been.
I don't either. It's only 7:15.
You have any New Year's resolutions?
Keep the kid alive.
Setting the bar pretty low, but I'll tell you what, I think you can do it.
So far, I'm almost past the first month. What about you?
I feel like I wrote.
Don't break the drone,
dude, or my hands.
Fuck the hands. You have an extra one. You can't buy. You have to buy another drone. This other hand is free.
My bank account flashed before my eyes when I was today. I literally was like, I am not about to fly another.
You would have bought another one.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe
you're a drone guy now.
Like not right now.
No, you're a drone guy now though.
I just can't. Like, I would have been so mad. It's okay.
If your guitar somehow got like destroyed, you'd buy another one.
Yeah, but I also haven't. I wouldn't have had.
But it could happen again.
A new guitar, like 3 weeks removed from having a brand new guitar.
Unless that one got stolen. The brand new one you just bought gets stolen.
The guitar's cheaper than the drone.
Not 2 of them.
That one? Yeah, actually.
2 of those guitars is cheaper than a drone. Oh, I don't like that.
I know. That's why I was like...
Because that's a nice guitar.
Like, fuck you! Fuck you! Don't land in a tree!
You have a snake plant.
Don't do that. I do. I should have brought the snake plant. It would have purified it. It would have made the air lighter, had more battery power, dude. What if I tape the plants onto...
Tape 1 leaf to each propeller.
Oh my god. Yeah, they're not gonna hit each other or anything. Put one on. Well, no, because they got to turn. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
There's some engineering there.
Mm-hmm. What'd you ask?
Did I ask something?
I don't know.
Oh, what was your New Year's resolution?
I started journaling, which I know we talked about with Jordan. Like, hey, do you do this? He's like, yeah, we talked about it. So I've been doing that.
It's not for me.
I do it once a week.
How long are your entries?
I usually just set the timer for like a half hour. However long it is.
So like 3 sentences?
Like
3.5?
I don't know that many words. Most of them are swear words. Like, inconsequentially. So I've been doing that.
Are you going to write a memoir later?
I guess. I don't fucking know. Like, it is kind of nice to just like, bleh. Like, I don't write anything. I don't like set intentions. This is not like I like to start my day. Like, this is just like how the fuck did we get here? Like, on a cellular level, like I'm a fucking nerd. Like, I just like ramble this fucking nonsense that comes out of my brain. It just goes onto the page.
So did you write about your drone story today?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But I'll write about it tomorrow. So, and I'll probably write about how fucking dumb I am.
So is your goal like next year, like read this and be like, oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot?
I guess. I was talking about this.
What if you read it and like you've gone backwards? Like
that's terrifying.
Exactly. That's why I don't do it.
But I was talking about this with Andrea, and I was like, I like it, but I don't know what purpose it serves. Yeah. Like, I don't feel like that much better afterwards, other than while I'm doing it, you do kind of get lost. There's like a split second where I kind of just get lost in like oh shit, I was just writing for like 5 minutes and like I didn't even know it. I didn't even know, when you get lost in like the flow, when you're like, when you're like building something, right? You're
I get what you're saying. That would never happen with the writing.
I didn't think so either.
I would be like, God, 10 more minutes. Like, I'm done.
I know. You're also not like a very stressed out person from what I see. So like,
I just hold it in.
You just hold it in.
You bottle all of it in. I do too,
and then I just like squeeze out the stress onto the thing.
I just keep it in.
I just squeeze it
better
out
for you
when I masturbate. What?
Whoa.
I'm real stressed out.
Your forearm's looking pretty big.
Just open my journal. It's sticky. So yeah, I just don't know what purpose it serves, other than it would be interesting a couple years from now to just like, oh yeah, look back and see what I wrote. I don't know.
Or it's not going to be interesting.
Or it's not interesting at all, but I don't know.
Although it might not be interesting to you, it might be interesting to somebody else.
I guess
I should publish them.
Don't know if anybody would read them. I don't.
Oh no, they wouldn't.
Definitely not. No one.
They don't listen to this. They're not going to read
fucking
that
podcast. No one's going to read.
We're doing all the work for you on this, and they still don't want it.
We'll do an audiobook. I can't read out loud though. I can't. Maybe I could get like an AI voice to do it for me. That like sounds like
Stephen Hawking. Like
yeah. That would be a terrible. Stephen Hawking audiobook. Oh my god. Hello. Welcome to Stephen Hawking's breakdown of the universe. 50 million parsecs ago. I would fucking kill myself if I had to listen to that.
That'd be good.
Jesus.
It's probably out there.
Who else would be like Mike Tyson audiobook?
Helen Keller?
Who else? Ray Charles?
Braille. He can still do it.
Yeah, but like
be like bump bump bump.
Yeah, he
bump,
can
bump,
still
bump.
talk.
Yeah, he can talk.
But like he couldn't read it and talk.
Who else would be bad?
Who has a terrible voice? Or
Owen Wilson would be annoying.
Yeah.
So nasally.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
Who would be great?
There's so many great ones.
But like, don't bring up James Earl Jones or Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, that's like 2.
But who's third?
Also, I couldn't imagine reading a book out loud like that.
Especially one that you wrote.
That's crazy. I can't even read like at all. Barely.
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed. Someone's like recording me. They're like, God, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like, the word is the.
Yeah, but some people can read really well out loud, and I thought it was a skill that I could get good at, and it's not. It's just
I'm a good skimmer.
I can't even skim. I have to read every word. Do you read every word of a book? Like when
I'm doing a book, yes.
When you're reading like,
but like if it's like educational, like I'm skimming for what I need.
Sure, you can do that. But like my stepmom Tracy, she can like, no, I don't read every word. She can just like speed read. Like that's a thing. People can like speed read. And I'm like, it takes me 25 minutes to read like a chapter.
It takes me like 25 minutes to read 2 pages.
It's obnoxious. And then like I get distracted and then I'm like, wait, what the fuck did I read? Then I like have to go back.
And then I get frustrated.
The only time I can speed read that I even have a fucking chance is like if the subject is like this percentage of people do this, and then I kind of go where the numbers are, and I'm like, okay, this was the thing that he was talking about, and then this, and then like, okay, that's what he's talking about. Cool, now I get it. That's like the only time I even have a chance is like when there's numbers involved in the word of text or in a bunch of.
I don't have a chance at any part of it.
We should just cut this whole thing that we talked about because we are not equipped at all to be talking about reading. We are the last people that should be talking about reading out loud or anything like that. Wow. I mean, I just heard you say you just copy and paste and put in your words extra words.
I don't copy and paste. That would be plagiarism. I type it myself.
Okay.
We started a new show today.
What'd you start?
It's this new one with Kristen Bell on Netflix. It's called The Woman in the House Across the Street
in the window
with the kid of the window.
Yeah,
something. It's like a fucking paragraph of a title. But I watched the first episode and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool.
I didn't know it was Kristen Bell.
Yeah. Oh, she's the main character.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We started Ozark yesterday.
How far did you get?
So we're 2 episodes in.
What do you think so far?
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
It's a fucking great show.
I think of the 7 episodes, I think like 3 or 4 of them are directed by Robin Wright.
Who's that?
Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Really?
How weird is that?
Is she still alive?
Apparently. But I saw that name and I was like, oh, I know
What's
that
her name?
Robin Wright.
Robin Wright.
I was like, I know that fucking name. Who is that? And I looked up, I was like, oh my God, it's fucking Jenny.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Huh. I thought Jason Bateman did all of them.
He directs a lot of them. I know I think he writes all of them.
Who writes the show?
I know he writes, I think, all, if not all, then most.
Almost all of them.
But I know he's directed a lot of them.
Oh, so remember I was telling you we were thinking about going to Yosemite for my birthday?
Oh, yeah.
So we're not doing that. But it was...
I'm not surprised.
It was like... So I was talking about it with Andrea, and she was like, I think we should just do it. And I was like, since when are you the one to like want to do shit?
Who are you?
And she's like, I mean, yeah, the drive sucks, but like, it'll be worth it when we get there.
It's never worth it.
And I'm like, can you stop with this fucking positive attitude?
That drive has never been worth it pre 7 days of trip. If you're not there for at least the full week, that drive is not worth it.
So I was like, all right,
in my opinion,
I'll keep looking around. Like, I'll look at some shit.
Especially if you're not camping, because then it's expensive.
Yeah, so I guess like price aside, there was like one hotel that was like I don't even know how many miles away. It was over an hour drive from the hotel into the valley, and I'm like, what am I doing? What is the point of this? Like
Yosemite is great if
awesome.
you live anywhere outside of like the West Coast. Because you're doing
you're
like
there, and you're like there.
You're doing like a half or fully cross country trip or international trip to go to this place. You're not going to be there for a day and a half.
Yeah, so I fully like did a bunch of I was like, okay, if we're gonna do it, like I'm gonna book it like yesterday, and I went full into it, and I was like, we're not doing this. Too expensive, too long of a drive, too like iffy on the weather. I know that's a weird thing, but like
No,
we're
that's
going
a
in
legit
March.
thing.
Like I don't want to go there and be like, oh, cool, we're not dressed like Inuits. Like I'm not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to fucking hike this or whatever. I know that's a weird thing. Like I don't mind being cold. We don't have snowshoes. Sorry.
Yeah, it snows a lot there.
And also back to the drone thing. I can't take the drone out there.
Yeah, they don't allow it, huh?
So I'm not saying that's like a
Deal breaker.
like a deal breaker, but like I got this thing, and like if we go to Tahoe, I could take it out in Tahoe, and Tahoe is sick and whatever. So we're going to Tahoe.
Let's just go to Hawaii again.
Yeah, why don't we just do that? Maybe I could just double down on. I'll just give me another variant. Fuck it, give me them all, dude. So yeah, we're going to Tahoe. We're staying at a different place than we usually stay. Every time we've gone there, we've stayed at the same place that we've gone when we went with your dad. Like years ago, remember we went with your family?
Oh yeah, right across from the Albertsons or Safeway, whatever it is.
That same place. It's a nice place.
It's not bad. It's gotten better than what it used to be.
Although last time we found poop on the sheets, I think, or it was like a stain, or it was burnt, but like it looked
rust.
It looked like poop. It definitely looked like. Is that a shit? It looked like poop.
Did you poop on the sheets?
I don't think so.
You have pooped on a plane.
Oh my god! Speaking of that, dude. Speaking of poop on the sheets, so this is my shame hour here.
You have another poop shame story?
No. Oh fuck, dude. Man, I'm really racking up the poop. the fucking the smelling.
My poop stories are all from the kid. So
Andrea is a fantastic cook. However,
I thought you were going to say Andrea's a fantastic pooper.
No. I don't know that. I can't confirm.
Or deny.
I don't know. I won't speak for that. But like I always eat too much food. Like
that's been kind of your downfall for a long time.
Yeah. I just like a fucking garbage disposal. Just whatever. So she made vegan mac and cheese. She makes it all the time. It's fucking good. It's a big ass serving.
Even though she makes it all the time, you eat it like it'll never be here again.
Pretty much, yeah. And so she didn't finish hers yesterday. So I ate it. I mean, the serving I ate is just outrageous. I mean, it's offensive how much food I ate. Like
was it heavy carrying it?
I mean, the first bowl was like almost filled to the top, and like this stuff is thick. It's thick mac and cheese. It's real mac and cheese. Anyways, not the point. So like last week, this happened. She made something. I ate a bunch of it, and I was like farting all fucking night. And the next morning, she woke up and she was like, "Your fart smelled so bad they woke me up." And so she kept waking up because of my farts. And I was like, "Oh man, I'm really sorry." So last night my stomach was doing some serious fucking work. Overtime. Double time,
motherfucker.
Like, not even joking. Like, there was a moment where it was like every 5 seconds, I was just like and I was like, I can't do this. And they smell so fucking bad. You know, dude. So you've been my best friend for fucking years.
Yeah, you lived in my room for 3 fucking years. I know.
I don't fuck around, dude. And so I was a good soldier, and I went and slept downstairs and just fucking annihilated the living room with
you
gas.
threw the couch away.
We have to burn it now.
It was free,
so okay. There's not an end to the story other than like I just have terrible gas, and I don't know why.
I was hoping it was going to be something like you pooped on the sheets.
No. Oh, I got called out for my farts at work this week too. Bunch of farting, dude. Because again, I just eat like a fucking dumpster. I just eat all this
healthy dumpster though.
Healthy dumpster. I eat all these nuts, right? A lot of fat in nuts. Also a lot of calories in nuts. I'm putting down a shit ton of nuts. Oh, I got a fucking fart in my office.
Who called you out?
So we're like standing in the bullpen. That's what we call it back there. Standing in the bullpen, and like Reggie's like, "You smell that?" It's like, we thought it was the trash. And I legitimately, it was like completely over my head. I was like, I honestly don't smell anything. He's like, really? You don't smell it? And then somebody else was like, I don't mean to point fingers, and points at me and then points in the office. He goes, yeah, I walked in your office. You smell like you just ripped one. And I was like, oh yeah, that's me for sure. Sorry, guys. Like, walk in there with caution because
I don't mean to point fingers.
He literally said, I don't mean to point fingers. And he points at me and he goes, I walked in there and it smelled like you just rip one. I was like,
I feel like I know who you're talking about.
Probably, but yeah. So
that's funny.
I don't know. I don't know what to do, man.
See, I can always blame my farts at work on someone else.
Totally. Although if they're in your office,
That individual comes in my office regularly.
I guess they could. I just owned it. I was like, I'm not even gonna try and deny it. I was like,
well, I don't get called out for it because they're not that bad. But
yeah, no, mine are pretty bad.
every now and then I get one. I'm like, woof.
I'll have to go grab the air freshener and spray it in there so it smells like fresh, like raspberries.
You used to have that one at Riverside, like the little ones.
Oh yeah,
Those worked good.
those worked pretty well. I used to have a candle in my office.
You should just put one of the cyclones in your office.
Yeah,
under your desk.
I'll die at 40 because of all the chemicals, but it'll smell great.
Look, your body will smell good in the casket.
I'm a well-oiled machine here, or sludge oil. How about that? Old oil.
Never been changed oil.
No.
Been called out for farts. Slept on the couch for farts. Chartered on a plane.
Yeah.
We might need to do something about this.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean,
maybe start eating less healthy.
I can't just be popping Tums all the time, though. That's my thing. I don't like what.
They probably taste good nowadays.
Probably Tums do taste good.
Do they? Because they used to taste like
no, they're good. They're
ass.
still kind of chalky, but they've made them a bit.
Well, they used to taste like actual chalk, not just like feel like chalk.
Oh, it was just chalk. Tums are just chalk.
I think it was.
You know what I didn't like? What's the one that you put? Is it Tums that you can put in water and it dissolves?
Alka-Seltzer.
I feel like Tums you could do that too.
I've never seen that. I know you can.
What's
do it.
Alka-Seltzer?
It's like
That's the one that's like, oh, my tummy's upset.
kind of, yeah.
Honestly, that's the biggest fucking wives'
It's
tale
like
too.
poor man Pepto-Bismol.
Is it?
I think it does the same thing. Like
I thought it just made your water bubbly.
I think it's got like antioxidants and stuff in it.
Yeah.
But like, you're supposed to like drink it if you have like an upset stomach, which like that's the slogan for Pepto-Bismol. Like,
Just get Pepto-Bismol. Don't be a broke ass bitch.
hello.
Like,
They have Pepto-Bismol chews now.
yeah, dude.
What is it?
We're in the fucking
and it's like
21st
pink,
century, dude.
So it looks like fucking Starburst. I saw a commercial.
Yeah, remember, like when your stomach would be upset and be like, oh yeah, drink some 7-Up, make you feel better. It's like,
Yeah, let me put all this fucking sugar. That'll make me feel good.
yeah, no, it's good. It'll do something to yourself. Like, you don't fucking know anything.
Like,
you don't know shit. This is just an old wives' tale.
Maybe like ginger ale or just like straight sparkling water, no flavor. Like I can maybe wrap my head around
Here's
that.
this high fructose corn syrup. Drink that. That'll be
Yeah, that's where it's like, okay. Where are you getting your info here? Is it Wikipedia?
You ever drinking too much cough syrup?
No.
Okay, not like, oh, I'm like fucked up, I'm high. But like there was times where like I would self-dose myself cough syrup when I was like a kid.
I hated cough syrup, so I just was like, yeah, I'm not drinking that.
Not NyQuil, bro. That shit hits, dude. NyQuil fucking hits.
I think that's why there's a warning on it, but
Maybe that's why I have like irritable bomb bowel syndrome.
IBBS.
Nagasaki bowel syndrome.
Too soon.
Sorry. Pearl Harbor. Oh. Is that too soon? How did we get there?
I don't know how we got on the poop. Because we got past the kid a while ago.
Yeah, I think I just circled back because it was a story. It was just something to talk about.
It was something, yeah.
Why don't you open up the iPad? I thought it'd be so. I take my little notes. I thought it'd be fun if you read the notes.
I want to try to decipher them.
Yeah. Also, that iPad.
Do you have any voice memos?
That iPad is super slow. So good luck.
Next episode.
Yeah. What is that?
What's this trash can up here?
What's the trash can? You just like smash the iPad on the ground.
You weren't using it.
It's old.
All right. Numero uno. Food places including an animal as their advertisement / abortion clinics moo.
Whoa. Back up one more time. What does that say?
This whole first line, one line here says,
Oh yeah, read it. I got it.
food places including an animal as their advertisement / abortion clinics moo.
Okay, so I was.
Can I take a stab?
Go for it.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
No,
I can't.
it's pretty obvious, man. So I was driving. I forget where I was driving, but there's a
Hobbits and Shaw.
there's a place called like Moo Moo's Barn.
Moo Moo's Burgers.
Moo Moo, Mimi, Papa, Moo Moo Meadows
There's one
Barn.
called Moo Moo Burger place. Or it's like over by.
Fucking sure.
I've never been there, but it's over by Whitney Oaks. Every time we go to Whitney Oaks, I'm like, oh, I wonder if that place is good, and I keep driving.
That's where I was. I was right over there.
Right off like Stanford Ranch.
And like, I don't know why. I just was like, why are they showing a cartoon cow smiling when you're like eating a fucking cow? Like,
that's the genius of Chick-fil-A's. That's why it's a cow.
But because there's chicken.
Eat more chicken. That's so genius.
That's good.
That's good marketing.
That. And guess what? Their logo is like a cartoon chicken.
Yeah.
Their mascot is a cow. Different.
Yes.
Moo Moo's pee whatever the fuck Moo Moo Meadow Barn is. Their logo is like a fucking cow that is smiling. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then the abortion clinic part was like, well, what if we put cartoon fetuses on abortion clinics? So, is there a line?
I think
that's the line.
That's the line.
What if we just did it for everything?
Oh my god.
Like, I want all the churches now to have like cartoon bloody Jesus.
They have real bloody Jesus inside the church. Are you kidding me? Have you ever been in a church? They got like fucking.
Do that one more time. Why is it making noise? I like my Jesus is anthropomorphized, okay? It's a real man. It's a real dude up there. They do one every day. They do a crucifixion live.
Who drew the unlucky card? Ah, Jeff.
Ah, shit. You didn't put enough communion in when the little hat came to you, sir.
God, that's terrible.
Okay, so hold on. Are you up or down on a cartoon fetus on an abortion clinic?
I gotta say I'm down.
You're down. Okay, but what if it was smiling? See, this is...
But why would it be smiling?
Why is the cow smiling?
It's a cow.
It doesn't smile. This is my point.
Maybe it's one of the laughing cows.
Maybe. Oh, like happy cows, like California cheese.
No, but like laughing cow cheese.
What's laughing cow? Oh, Baby Bell? With the little red wax things?
That's Baby Bell. There's laughing cow. Laughing cow is a brand.
I don't buy cheese. I only buy mad cow disease.
I don't buy that cheese, but
I want
that's like bougie ass cheese.
Dead cow.
I buy like Kirkland's signature brand.
Kirkland shredded.
Get like 5,000 slices for
with
$1.20.
pepper jack and Monterey Jack.
I know I'm not a big pepper jack fan.
What's Monterey Jack?
I don't know. I think it's the same thing.
I don't think it is.
They're both spicy.
I think Monterey Jack is a Ponzi scheme also. Add that to the Ponzi scheme list. I think, but can you buy just Monterey Jack cheese? Or is it only in the shred? I don't think I've ever seen Monterey Jack cheese just by itself. Add that to the list of stupid things you can't find at grocery stores. Also, hard toothbrushes are not a thing. You only get soft and medium. Why the fuck is there soft and medium but not hard? They don't exist.
Where are you looking for toothbrushes? Just go to Amazon.
No, the branding, it's never hard. Go in anywhere you go.
I think mine's hard. I got like the Philips Sonicare. I think I got a hard brush.
Yeah. Oh, you talk about bougie? You have an electric toothbrush. I'm old school. I'm living in the fucking pirate days, dude.
That wasn't my choice.
Doesn't matter. You still own it. So if you're going
technically that was out of Emily's portion, piece of the pie. Her money was on top.
Oh, great. So
it was
toothbrushes
gifted.
Toothbrush companies, they don't make a hard bristle toothbrush. They make a soft and a medium.
Why don't you just use your golf club brush?
I should, or like steel wool.
I use my shitty golf club steel brush to clean my knives.
Not the point that I'm trying to make.
I'm just saying they work.
Like soft and medium, it should just be soft and hard. Because if medium is your hardest, that's hard. That's not medium. Medium is insinuating that there is a hard.
Maybe there is a hard. You're just not.
No,
you're not.
I look every time I go shop. I make a point. I'm like, where's the hard?
How hard do you look?
I don't know. What's the time 7 years?
What's the time limit you spend on looking for this toothbrush?
Under 10 minutes, over 5.
I mean, I think you need about 10 plus.
Wow. You're
not devoting enough of your time to this.
I'm going to fucking find one, and I'm never going to use it. I'm going to hang it up on the fucking wall. Hard toothbrush. They don't exist. Hard toothbrushes do not exist. Okay, next note.
Burger Barn.
Oh, I think that was in continuation to Moo Moo Burger Barn.
Maybe you should use like, I don't know, bullet points or something.
I don't know. I do it while I'm driving. So why don't you cut me some
on your iPad?
Yeah, no, on my phone, and it's
you got the
synced.
iPad like up there on the dashboard. Hobbits and Shaw.
Oh, yeah. So I thought this would be fun if we could really break down sort of like the storyline of Hobbits and Shaw. And like,
So
just,
like, first shot, I'm thinking, all right, so we're in the Shire.
okay, so this was the thing. What world is in what world? How are we doing this? Or are we somehow doing both? Like, are they in the Shire and then they're like Tokyo Drift at the end of the movie? Or is it like,
I think you have a series here. I think
we got to stop talking. This is a fucking $1 billion franchise idea.
I'm thinking trillion.
I'm thinking Jeff Bezos better watch the fuck out. I'm going to space after this. Okay. So
I'm thinking movie 1, Shaw is in the Shire.
okay, Shaw's the Rock, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So I'm thinking, no, he's not actually, because his name is Hobbs. Hobbs and Shaw is Jason Statham.
This is even better. So we have little tiny Hobbs Rock,
Small rocks,
small rock in
Shire, with big
in the
Jason
Shire.
Statham.
Big Jason Statham. I'm on board. Both bald. Confirmed.
Yes,
Are we
but-
adding any hair? Because
No
because
hair. I want
the hobbits are hairy. Can we give them hairy feet?
They have hairy feet. Yes. He waxes everything else. Let's be real.
Okay.
But first shot is going to be Jason Statham just busting down a door in one of these Shire little things in the hillside and just being like massive, like like Gandalf.
Yeah.
When he gets it, that's scene 1.
That's scene 1.
Act
But what's
one,
he
scene
busted?
1.
What is he busted in for? He's just mad.
He's Jason Statham.
He's just-
he doesn't know how to open a door calmly.
Okay, now can we change Jason Statham's accent to like the like trashy Nordic accent as opposed to like his sexy Australian accent?
Isn't he British?
Whatever he is, I don't fucking know. Like I want him to have some like sailor, some like English
Can we give him
sailor.
a Swedish accent?
Oh yeah,
Fleevel Darken,
Flevel
Fleevel Darken.
Darken. I will Darken. I will Darken.
I'm a Swedish plumber. I'm here to fix your pipes. But movie 2 is
Okay, movie 1, all we have is Jason Statham busting down a door.
that's fine. We'll fill in the gaps.
It's easy.
Movie 2 is little hobbits drifting their little
Or Mazda RX-7s.
throughout like whatever city they're in. Because
Okay.
now they're in Shaw's world.
Oh, they're in real world. This is real. This is real.
They're no longer
prime time.
in medieval.
Okay.
They've somehow
Found like
Doctor
a
Strange
they sound
themselves.
like a wormhole into the present time.
Where's Marvel? Because we can get Doctor Strange on
So-
this to make this all work.
Can we somehow get Vin Diesel back into the series? I know Hobbs and Shaw is like whatever, but like
But I feel like if Vin Diesel is like bigger than them, he'll be okay with it.
I think so too.
And he's also bald.
Yeah, just a bunch of bald men.
We only cast bald men. If you have a wig, don't even come to our audition.
I think Bruce Willis would make a great addition to like the old
Samuel L. Jackson?
like the old like he could be the Bilbo, right? An old like the wisdom, right? Like they have to have like the mentor. He's a mentor. And I love the idea that they're all tiny except for Jason Statham.
Except for Jason Statham. Yeah.
And Vin Diesel. He's not going to sign on unless he's big. Unless he's bigger than The Rock.
He's got little dick syndrome.
He
So.
has very, very specific needs. And also, I got to get him off the white t-shirt though. Like,
But I want the
Can we get him
plot-
in some like a fucking hay, like shawl thing?
Overalls. But his cross necklace, I need it bigger.
Who's the love interest? Because I don't want whatever her name is. Rosie Perez?
Michelle Rodriguez.
That one. They literally are the same person. I can't. What's the difference? Tell me their difference.
I mean, they're both bad, but Rosie Perez is like, I don't know, 25 years older.
She's the one that. And then Michelle Rodriguez is
The
good.
one from Lost. No, both bad.
What's Michelle Rodriguez in besides Fast and Furious and Hobbits and Shaw?
Lost. Anna Lucia.
Oh, that's Michelle Rodriguez?
Yes.
So which one's Rosie Perez?
White Men Can't Jump.
Next.
I don't know. That's all I know her from.
I thought Rosie Perez was...
No, she's White Men Can't Jump, dude. Which came out with Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. Like,
Another
in
bald
92.
man, Woody Harrelson. We'll get him in. He'll shave his
He'll probably be fucking high the whole time, but that's all right.
It's fine. It's the Shire.
Who else can we... I mean, I already said Samuel L. Jackson, but he's sometimes bald, sometimes not bald.
Do you think we could get our boy, Nick Cage, shave his head?
Oh, he'll definitely do it, dude.
He's the villain.
This might be a little too high profile for him.
That's true. Yeah, could we... Okay, let's move off Nick Cage. Do we have the budget to CGI Paul Walker Hobbit hairy feet? Is that in the budget? Can we make that happen? All you gotta do, like, give them all normal size heads. Like, they're all walking around like this.
Is this movie called Bobbleheads now?
like the fucking mascots at baseball games that run around the thing. They're like...
Frozone, he's bald. We'll bring him in the mix.
It doesn't matter, dude. This is a multiverse. They've already traveled from the Shire to what's the city?
Tokyo, I guess.
Tokyo.
It's got to be Tokyo.
It's classic. Or space. I mean, fucking no. Are we done with this, or do we need to?
We'll come back.
All right, we'll put a pin. I think you're right. I think we got like a quadrilogy. We got like a quadrilogy
at least. I don't know what that word that is, but
I don't know. 3 times 5. What is that? Like 100? Is that like 12?
Yeah, I'm also not good at math, so I'm about as good at math as I am reading. All right, next one. Emily Googling herself.
Oh yeah, she Googled herself.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Does she do it a lot?
Not that I know of. That was the only time that I know of.
Oh.
I don't know.
For some reason, I was under the impression that she like does it normally just to like make sure.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny though.
I kind of thought so too. I've never Googled myself. Not that I would.
Well, after that, when she told me I did. Nothing really interesting came up other than this podcast.
Oh, it's better than nothing. All right. Well, that note sucked. It's all right. They're not all bangers, dude. They're not all. Yeah.
Stores at the outlets.
Oh, I went to the outlets.
Like Folsom?
Yeah. And like they've somehow taken PacSun and made them into 6 stores. They've always been there. They got Volcom, Quicksilver, fucking
Vans. Rip Curl.
Yes. Like the stores there.
O'Neill. Like, Billabong.
Mark Echo. Billabong. Yeah, the outlets, I was only there for like barely any time. I was killing time because I was getting a COVID test and there was a fat line. So I was like, oh, let me pop on over because it was in that parking lot. So I was walking around and I walked in the Nike store for like 5 minutes. They had nothing there. Fucking dumb. So
by that, they had nothing under $1,000. So
well, true. And also their shoe selection kind of sucked.
It's the outlets.
Yeah. But
sometimes you get good stuff there.
Yeah, but the outlets, dude, like, how are they still a thing? Like, who is buying enough Volcom stuff?
I don't know.
To keep the Volcom outlet store like in business. Or remember that remember that store? It started with an R, I think. And I was like, this is still a store? Like, I was getting triggered like 2007 walking around the mall seeing that store, and now like it's somehow at the fucking Folsom outlets. I can't remember the name of it.
They used to have a store at the Galleria Mall that I used to think was the fucking tits. It was called Anchor Blue.
Oh, yeah. That was a thing.
Yeah.
Anchor Blue jeans.
They had cool shirts.
Were like...
and the shirts were like on a big wall. Mm. And you had to like do like okay, G15. All right, there's the column.
Is that the best way to buy a shirt? Is like looking at it on the wall? Or do you think like actually...
Because
at least when you look on a wall, you can like see them all. You know what I mean?
I do like that. But then some places make it hard to like Hot Topic. I used to go there for like band shirts. They have them all on the wall, but they have like only one size of every shirt, and you can't try them on. I'm like, okay. Like, so every Hot Topic shirt I got was like 10 sizes too small. I think that was kind of their like thing though.
Yeah. Just trying to like make you be a tiny
like
person.
fat shaming into like being anorexic or something.
Yeah. Anchor Blue. That's a good one.
Buckle. Does anyone still shop at Buckle?
Fucking God, dude. Buckle. Or like, they got like perfume stores, like 70% off perfume. And it's just like a fucking room of like tiny bottles of perfume and cologne. Like, how, like, honestly, how is this place making any, this is a money laundering scheme.
What is the overhead?
This is a laundering scheme. 100%. There's no way you're making any money at all. Like, I don't understand.
It's a good idea. It's a good way to launder.
Like any of the stores in the mall, besides the Nike store, it's like the only one that's. I mean, they got like Under Armour and Adidas. It's like, don't catch me.
Like some of the
catch me in there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, they have some like for girls like they have like a Victoria's Secret. Like no,
they don't have a Victoria's Secret outlets. Although I don't know why I know that off the top of my head.
I don't know either.
I just don't think I've ever seen a lot of Victoria's Secret. No, I just don't think they haven't updated the stores in like 10 years.
I believe it.
I mean, it looked.
I remember like because like back when we used to do like the Black Friday shopping, like actually at midnight.
Yeah.
I remember we went out there with like my sister, my brother, my mom, and
Yeah.
everything. And my dad was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to that."
Smart.
And I remember we got like stuck in, I don't know what store it was, but with Kayla, and we were there for like 2 hours. Like, let's fucking go. Like, she didn't buy anything.
Didn't you and I did it like once or twice.
Yeah, but we did the thing like, hey, quick walk around, and there's nothing here. Let's fucking get out.
Yeah, I think we went to Vans. I think it was the only place we ended up, and I bought like a couple shirts because they had the classic Van shirts, which I still have with the sleeves cut off.
I have one, but have the sleeves on. I have the gray with the purple Vans.
And they're all extra large because I was fat when I bought them, and like I cut the sleeves off, and so now they just kind of look dumb because they're like kind of like a bell bottom at the bottom, but like they're Van shirts, like they're cool.
They're nice shirts, yeah.
Yeah, they're solid. Vans doesn't go out of style, which is really weird.
They don't.
That's like it's just like the most solid.
And what's cool about Vans, like as far as like the shoes, is they've like upped their shit. You can get like expensive Vans, but they still have the like $50.
Yeah, $50 for a pair of shoes is like
Nikes
awesome.
when like the Jordans and all the Nikes like originally came out, they were like $85. Now they're like $400, but they don't still have the 85 version.
Yeah, inflation. But I hear you.
But Vans is like fuck inflation.
Yeah, if you want to buy a pair of Nikes that aren't Air Monarchs, you're spending at least $100.
If not like 120.
Okay, I guess the ones that are like nice, because you can go into like a Dick's and get a pair of Nikes for like $85, but like not anything nice. Like Vans, they got like the nice classic shoe that look nice. They don't look dorky.
And they last for a long time.
And they're not trying to like ream you on price for like a good quality shoe. Not a sponsor yet.
But like we'll do it.
I don't give a fuck. I'll be decked out in Vans. I'm already a Nature Box rep. What's up? I don't even want a Nature Box shirt. Fuck.
10-year challenge.